finished the window in your house? They didn't put the wooden one. I saw afternoon, evening, there was not wooden, all white. They put only the round one, but inside they put one piece, they put it all together. You see, in our country, this window take with them 1 hour, half an hour finish. Here 3 days now.
2 days.
2 days and night. All night.
4 people.
And 4 people, and still making sohbah.
This is Sri Lanka.
But 2 days and night. Something must be done in 1 hour.
This time.
Small window. Yeah. Less than half an hour in our country. They know how to take money from him. Hey, diet. If you make Qurban, give a big piece to Shaykh Adnan. You have a little bit there is put something.
Yes.
If there is no, if they have it. So that until they eat, take time to get time. Eat something. Food. You eat your time. MashaAllah, they are like you, generous people that is over you, MashaAllah. Everywhere going, all, MashaAllah, very generous. Too much food. Here, food, MashaAllah, too much, plenty.
That's amazing.
No, because I want to wait for them to finish eating, not to start before they finish. كيف حالك؟ كويس؟ طيب؟ تفضل. كيف سمع؟ أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. مدد يا مولانا شيخ نازم الحقان. مدد يا حضرة شعب الله والفائز الدواسة. مدد 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 يا صاحب الإمداد. مدد مدد يا صاحب الزمان. يا سيدنا رسول الله. قوسا ومدد يا حبيب الله. يا رب افتح علينا فتوح العرب. اللهم نجنا مما نخاف وآمنا مما نخاف. سلمنا مما نخاف يا رب. رجعنا إليك يا من لا ملجأ إلا إليك. ولا تخيب رجاءنا يا قديم الإحسان أحسن إلينا بإحسانك القديم يا رب. Wait until they finish. Let them drink, they will be happy. If I talk, they sleep. If they drink, they will be happy.
They'll be happy.
Eat. Take with you. For sahur. Give one hafiza or hamud.
Okay.
You take to his daughter and son. I like the things, but make me too much fat. I keep.
I was too much eating.
Yeah, too much. And usually in months of Ramadan we eat little. We drink too much.
Even in London,
Perhaps in London more because the weather is cooler. But here in our country, here hot weather, you need drink more than eating. Everybody need water. وجعلنا من الماء كل شيء. From water, وجعلنا من الماء كل شيء حي. Every alive thing, living thing from water. He didn't say from food alone. Food is, there also must be some food because the malaika praising Allah Almighty of the food make immunity in your body to carry the soul. Otherwise soul will be no more, the body is weak to carry the soul. Soul is something from Allah Almighty, so powerful, huge thing that if the body is not strong, he will be falling down.
The soul won't get more powerful because the body is weak.
No,
The body has to be strong.
not the body has to be strong. For this awliya, some awliya they used to eat a full pot of meat, boiled meat, and a full pot with rice to finish it, so that till morning it will be burned by the lights of Allah Almighty, soul to be in the divine presence of Allah Almighty. Morning they still same have wudu of Isha. No need to enter toilet. Some of them years and years not entering toilet. Sayyidina Abdul Jilani once a merchant was not his murid, but he invites Sayyidina Abdul Jilani and all his murids. He want to test him. He told him, I come to your invitation, but you must put for every murid one whole goat, and for me a cow. On this condition I come. So he cooked for everyone a goat and a cow for Sayyidina Abdul Qadir. A big cow, not a small cow, perhaps 1 ton. So and Sayyidina Abdul Qadir, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, he made the dua, start. He told his murids. And they all start to eat, finishing their goats. And Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani, he finished all the flesh of the cow. Then he eat the bones, he eat them until nothing remains. Totally clean the big tray carrying the cow. Nothing remains. Alhamdulillah. Then he say, now I must make a seclusion for the whole night. No one to interfere until Subh prayer. I will be coming out to pray. So everyone, they were, some of them sleeping, them praying tahajjud, night prayer. He went to his room, Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani, whatever he do, Allah knows. Where he went, where come, whom was meeting in the divine presence of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah. Then when they called the Subh prayer, he come out, he told them, I must now renew my wudu, make ablution. Take him to the bathroom, no, not here, not to this bathroom, where all the is going, coming, because he eat a cow. No. Then this merchant, he told him, where you want? to, he said, take me to his house was by the riverside,
Yes.
a stream. He told him, take me there. The merchant coming to his head that now he is going to make so big waste that cannot carry in the house. He want to be in the river, putting them. So he follow him. He follow, then he told him, stop here. I want to make it myself and to wash with the water. And so he hide himself behind a rock. Then when Sayyidina Abdul Jilani finished and when you wash himself by the water and make ablution, and he want to return, he was carrying for him the towel. He was smelling a smell in paradise you cannot find. So nice smell, nicer than light oud or musk or any kind of perfume. So this merchant, after he gets the towel and finished, he want to see what. He put some perfume over his waist. He want to see, to check. He saw 3 drops like the sheep, the lamb, how he put a small, very small, or like a rabbit, 3 small pieces, but so smell coming from them fully in the air. All from the cow remain, from the lights of Allah Almighty, on burn, only this thing. For Naqshbandi, Siddiq's golden chain, for the Naqshbandi 7,007 Imam, even no 3 will count, nothing will count. All will go in the divine defense of Allah. So this merchant, then he was enter in his heart love to Sayyidina Abdul Jilani. He put them in his turban, this merchant, and he take bay'ah with Sayyidina Abdul Jilani and follow. Then more than 30 years passed, Sayyidina Abdul Jilani passed away, and once this merchant was praying in a mosque with the Jama'ah, Friday mosque, and all smelling this nice smell. After 30 years, and the smell coming from the turban of this merchant. For some reason, subhanallah, when they were in sujood, these 3 fell down. And when the Imam giving salam, he said, what here? Waste? What? But smelling nicely. Waste. He said, yeah, this private for me, fall from my turban. A waste in your turban, how you are praying? You must repeat all your prayers. 30 years of prayers you must repeat, because waste in your turban. He told them, since I put them in my turban, till now, they are coming from Sayyidina Abdul Jilani, till now, never I in tahiyyat, I say, Assalamu alayka ayyuha al-nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, unless Rasulullah telling, wa alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my ummah, I am hearing his voice. In every prayer, in every sunnah, in every fard, I am hearing his voice. Of the barakah of these 3, of Sayyidina Abdul Jilani. See, Bik Awliya. And never Sayyidina Abdul Jilani say, to show miracles or to show anything, he keep himself cover. But Allah make him to be famous. Like Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Allah make him international famous, not he make himself. He was hiding himself. He went to England because no one of the Arabs who used to follow Grand Shaykh, only we were 10 following Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, or less, 8, between 8 and 10. And everyone make himself a Shaykh and run away. So Mawlana, he say, he stayed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years till 1980 between Damascus, Lebanon. So few coming, yani not perhaps half of this, to come as a murid to take bay'ah. We say, my heart is to go to take the Naqshbandi way out of Arab countries. Then my cousin, he need to make operation, and Mawlana went with him to England because no one at that time in the late of 70s want to go to England because they were at that time the airplane was not Boeing or like it, very difficult. So he said, I will go with you. He took him and they were in the hotel. My cousin in the hospital making an operation in his eye. And Mawlana going every day, visiting him and so on. Then Ramadan, Ghani Ramadan, the Cypriot people, they invite Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and they saw him. And he started to pray with them Tarawih, little by little, and he was hiding himself in this small over the shop of Haji Mustafa. Haji Mustafa shop. There was a flat, not a flat. It is the place where he used to put storage. Mawlana was living years and years, waiting for Taraweeh, Subh prayer. He goes to the mosque where Ramadan they bought a mosque, and he used to pray there. No one knows him. Allah sending all people from every side that in this storage over the shop there is a honey. Come and eat, my people. Allah sending from all over the world people to take bay'ah and to enter in Naqshbandi. How much the Murids, deputies, they try to imitate Mawlana, all faith. No one can do. Because if Allah doesn't want, no one can. If Allah didn't make Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be famous and to spread Islam all over, he cannot alone. The only one. Rasulullah started by himself to announce La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Now 2 billions following La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Is by power of whom? Power of Allah Almighty. And like this, all these big awliya, not they make themselves to be famous or by miracles, no. Allah made them. Allah announcing, when Allah wants something, He will announce, oh Jibreel alayhi salam, I love this servant of me, love him, and announce in heaven and earth to love him. And then all creations, they love him. Even animals, even snakes. Sayyidina Ahmad will refer a huge snake to come and to be taking blessing from him, never hurting him. Till now, in his maqam, guarding his maqam, huge snake. They allow you 3 days to enter his maqam in the desert, Sayyidina Ahmad will refer. They allow you 3 days. After 3 days, they come. Everyone fire coming from her mouth. If you stay more than 3 days, they attack. Yalla, finish. Let another come. Like this, until now. In Baghdad, yeah. In Baghdad. But in the desert of Baghdad. Like this, Awliya, all. Sayyidina Ahmad al-Badawi, the same. Sayyidina Ahmad Jilani, Sayyidina, all these big Awliya. Sayyidina Imam al-Dasuki, big Awliya. So after the Sahaba, then Awliya, Allah started to, from time of Sayyidina Ja'far al-Sadiq. He was the one, the descendant of Rasulullah. He opened the door for Awliya to appear, because they were hidden in time of Sahaba. All Sahaba, they were Awliya and Sahaba, Waliyun Sahabi. And then the Tabi'een also, most, not all of them, but the majority was Awliya, but no miracles, nothing to appear from them. Then in the Tabi'een, when Sayyidina Ja'far al-Sadiq appeared, so he was using power of prophecy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then clearly he was announcing that now time of Awliya to begin. And like this, the Awliya start to appear. They used to be, but to appear. Allah make them famous. Why? Because the nation, it was mostly after the opening 2 months, they were so rich, and they all behind the materialistic, physical. So he want to bring them back to Islam, to spiritualities. Allah sent Awliya. The Awliya make you to have zuhud, not to take care for this life, only what is enough for you as a food and dress, and to be in the way of Allah Almighty, spending your time. And like this, Awliya brought back the people to spiritualities until the 20th century, in time of Sayyidina Shaykh Sharafuddin, Qaddasallahu Sirruhu. By the end of his time and giving to Grand Shaykh, he told him, now close this door of Awliya. No more Awliya to appear. They must hide themselves totally. No miracles, because no more is time. As opened by Sayyidina Ja'far al-Sadiq, it is closed by him. Then after him, Seed of Awliya, Sultan of Awliya, all to like this, going on to Yawm al-Qiyamah, until Sayyidina Isa and Sayyidina Mahdi appear again. then the realities of all awliya will descend with the reality of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the realities of all prophets will come also, and all shaheed, they will come, Sahaba will come back, all they must be accompany Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the realities will come, and then the awliya will be appearing again. The awliya, at that time you cannot see the sun. The sun will feel shy. They have light no more to be lighting like the lights of the faces of the awliya at that time. All praising Allah Almighty, and anyone looking at them at that time, all awliya, people also, that all of them will be reflected to their house the lives of these 124,000 awliya. And these are the keys of the secrets of the Holy Quran from Rasulullah to dress in the house of all people at that time. And for this, from time of Grand Shaykh down till the appearance of Sayyidina Mahdi, all awliya hidden, hiding themselves, no more. Or no more to appear on them any miracles, or to show any visions, or to show anything. Only they serve the murid from down to down, with unseen. They will be with their murids, with the nation of Rasulullah, protecting them, serving them, fulfilling all their wishes, and taking off all the burdens. And then more than this, they are now, the awliya, all of them, completing the worshipping of all the nation of Rasulullah, what they promise Allah in Day of Promises. Before sunset they complete the daily worshipping and practicing, and before sunrise the night practicing. They will fulfill it and present all the nation of Rasulullah, all children of Adam to Rasulullah as if they are worshippers. All they are perfect ones. Like this the awliya serving now. And Rasulullah make shafa'ah for them, for all these children of Adam and his nation, and present them to the divinely presence of Allah Almighty, all clean, well perfect ones in the eyes of Allah Almighty. And for this Allah Almighty saying in the Holy Quran, إليه يصعد الكلم الطيب والعمل الصالح يرفعه. Allah Almighty only, the polite and nice words will go up, will be raised to Allah Almighty. And all the pure and perfect worshipping, clean from egos, from the poison of ourselves, will be raised to Allah Almighty. And all the good deeds which not touching any dirtiness will be raised to Allah Almighty. And this cannot be except the ones which the awliya doing on behalf of the nation and children of Adam alayhi salam, and presenting to Rasulullah. Then also Rasulullah, more to purify it more, he makes shafa'ah from himself. And he was telling Grand Shaykh, Sayyid of Awliya and Sultan of Awliya in their last seclusion, this ocean, you are the imams of it for all awliya to complete all children of Adam until the appearance of Sahib al-Zaman, Sayyidina Mahdi alayhi salam. At that time I will take over in the appearance of Sayyidina Mahdi alayhi salam. And for this Mawlana now appointing his son Shaykh Muhammad to continue. Why? Because the son as a father, as the father, yani son of Mawlana can through him be continuing the spiritual line of him. If he appoint anyone else, not from his body and physical body, he will be a little bit difficult for him to be again continuing the this ocean perfection. And for this he appointed his son to continue his successor, until the appearance of Sayyidina Mahdi. Shaykh Muhammad will be running the Naqshbandi way like this, because he can through him, because his soul, the same soul of the father, always the sons, daughters, same soul, not the same soul, but the features and the elements of it, and their physical body from the same elements and feature of their father and mother. And both father and mother, Mawlana or Haji Adnan, they were well dressed from Grand Sheikh, and so they are the Imams now, Sealed of Awliya Grand Sheikh, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and also Haji Anna through her daughter Hajratiyya now. They are the one completing male and female. Through Shaykh Muhammad and through Hajratiyya to the appearance of Sayyidina Mahdi, they are spiritually the one in back, continuing, and this only as the picture of them. And for this now the continuation like this, but the problem that all the Murids, all whom related to Mawlana, I don't say for the other, the nation of Rasulullah and the children of Adam, they don't know these things, and so they are not to be punished if they accept or not. All as if they are accepting, because in the day of promises, all they accept this. When Allah promising in the day of promise, Alastu bi Rabbikum qalu bala, one of the promises in every period of time to follow the one who is carrying the secret of Rasulullah. And all they promise Allah Almighty. But the problem that the whom related to Mawlana now, they are not accepting, and they are all fighting each other, and you see everyone making now his own way and his own claiming his own, he is the best, he is the has visions, he has communication, he is meeting Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, meeting Awliya, he meeting prophets, he is like this, he is that, everyone splitting. Why? They think that everyone to keep his dustbin full with waste. They don't want to be cleaned. And for this Mawlana, even though doesn't care, he is cleaning all. They are ones to clean all without looking at what these are accepting or pretending or claiming. They don't care. Everyone, Mawlana say, care to himself, no one to interfere in the other. Everyone perfect himself, clean himself, and don't look right or left. Always look that you are well. Alhamdulillah, say and continue this line of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Seed of Awliya Grand Sheikh, and to be with Awliya Allah Azza wa Jalla. And then anything happen to you, must your reality come back. But anyone who claim and fighting will not come back once Sayyidina Mahdi will appear. Finish. All of them, they will be like common people in the storage of the dead ones till day of judgment. But the Murids whom they have strong faith and they continue their belief and good connection, they will be returning by their realities when the time of realities will appear. And for this, the one must be very careful not to follow his nasiyah. Allah saying, your nasiyah is kazibah, nasiyatun kazibatun khatiyah. فَلْيَدْعُ نَادِيَهُ سَنَدْعُ الزَّبَانِ. Allah saying that the nasiyah, the one controlling all your power and senses and sensors, it is either cheating you and make you to lose the way, or it will be advising you and making you in the right way. And this nasiyah is the main key position of the brain. It is here, which controlling the eyes, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the feeling, the lips, all, and the throat. And it is the screen of the hard disk of you. The hard disk is the heart. Whatever going in the heart, it will be reflected on this what you call it, the forehead. Under the forehead, the first of the brain. And for this, whenever you want to think or to concentrate, you will concentrate here. This is either to give you the right answer or the wrong answer. And Allah saying it is always kazibatun khatiyah, always cheating and lying on you. سَنَدْعُ الزَّبَانِيَ, I am going to call for them the Malaika of Jahannam, for whom they follow what she is advising them, while the one whom following the advice of Allah Almighty through it, سندعو نادية. I will call the نادية whom? Who is the نادية for us? محمد رسول الله. نادية means the one who was the calling us to Allah Almighty, who was calling all human beings to Allah Almighty in free eternal Muhammadun Rasulullah. Then time after time a prophet coming representing Rasulullah to call people to Allah Almighty until Rasulullah was appearing. When Rasulullah appearing, then he was all again. Till forever he is the real one who calling. And Allah say, I will call the one who was calling you to me, to be witnessing on you. If you are try to be behind the satanic of your nasiyah, forehead. And for this Allah making the forehead, why to make sujood? Because she is controlling all your senses and the heart, all in it. And when you put it down to Allah Almighty, mean you are submitting totally all your senses and sensors to Allah Almighty, surrendering to Allah Almighty by sujood to Him. And for this Allah obliging everyone to make sujood till the earth, till ground, to put forehead down. And He ordered all malaika to put their forehead to Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, because he was carrying, what he was carrying? The light and the atom of Rasulullah, the physical body, not the reality. The reality of Rasulullah was carrying Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. This reality carrying our father Adam of Rasulullah, while the physical body was carried by Sayyidina Adam also, plus this physical body of Rasulullah, this atom, was carrying also the holy breath of Allah Almighty. When Allah Almighty tell the malaika, when I complete in him and I blow into him from my soul, go sujood. And the one who was carrying, catching and keeping this holy breath of Allah Almighty of blowing the soul, Muhammadun Rasulullah in Sayyidina Adam, the physical body, the atom of Rasulullah. And for this they were obliged to make sujood, all creation, not only the malaika, the jinn, all whatever there was created, to make sujood to Adam for the sake of this one who represents Allah Almighty, carried by Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, and for the holy breath of Allah Almighty, and for the soul of Allah Almighty which was blown from Allah Almighty, from his soul into Adam. It didn't went to the body of Adam, it went to the atom of Rasulullah, Muhammadun Rasulullah in Sayyidina Adam. Then from him it was going on in all the body of Sayyidina Adam until with the eyes they open to see that all the throne of Allah Almighty is decorated by La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Then he knows that there is best than him, there is a better than him. One of his descendants, which is called Muhammad, is going to be the salvation of all his children, the Lord of his children, all their children. And when he commit the sin, disobedient for Allah Almighty by eating from the forbidden tree, he asked for the sake of beloved Muhammadun Rasulullah, whom you decorate all your throne and heavens and paradises by his name. Forgive me, Allah. And Allah told him, from where you know him? He told him, when this soul coming to my eyes and my eyes open, I saw everything decorated by Muhammadun Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. I know that Muhammadun Rasulullah is the chosen and the beloved to Allah Almighty, that Allah decorating and connecting his name by his name. And for this Allah told them, for your son I am forgiving you, because really he is your father. The reality of Rasulullah, which the light, the example of the lights of Allah Almighty, the divine, the godly word of light, which represented by seed of Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah, he was the father of all. From him all creation, all the lights of creation appearing, and then after crossing the veil of non-existence, they enter into the divinely godly word of attributes, then down to the divinely godly word of name, appearing through Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam as bodies, as physical body. And all the lights of malaika, all malaika. Allah created all the malaika from the lights of children of Adam alayhi salam. And for this every crowd of malaika from one of children of Adam alayhi salam. The rusul of malaika, Sayyidina Jibreel, Isra Mikael, Israfil, Azrael, plenty of rusul, but this is the main one Allah mentioned, but there is 124,000 also, according to 124,000 of mankind, there is, and all of them, their light from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are created from the light of Rasul. And then every prophet, from his light, Allah created a crowd and make it the highest rank of the malaika. Then from the common all creation, whatever Allah creating from children of Adam alayhi salam, crowd of malaika, according every type by type of the people. And like this Allah made, creating all the lights of malaika, the malaika from the lights of children of Adam alayhi salam. Only children of Adam alayhi salam, Allah created them from his light. And really they were appearing from the divinely godly word of light, light of Rasulullah, who represent example of the light. Allahu nur samawati wal ard mathalu nur, the example of the light of Allah Almighty. Allah saying Muhammadun Rasul. And only the light of Rasulullah, the reality of Rasulullah, was created from, it represent and created from the light of Allah Almighty, from the lights of the essence of Allah Almighty. And from the fire of, because one of the elements of us as light, also fire. From the fire, all the jinn was created and the shayateen, from children of Adam alayhi salam. And from our animal body, Allah created all animals. From the heavenly animal body created all the oceans and the creation of oceans, and from the earthly body created all the animal which we say them in the earth. And then Allah Almighty created also the satanic world, from it which Allah put in us, all the shayateen, not the jinn, the jinn from the fire, the shayateen, the shaitan and all shayateen, all devils, all the devils are created from the mud of this body, Allah creating them. And there is plenty of creation, all of them, the source of their creation from children of Adam alayhi salam. And for this, between all the creation, Allah honored only children of Adam alayhi salam. He said, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ, I honored only children of Adam. They are, from them everything appear in this kingdom of Allah Almighty. And children of Adam, they are the only one whom they represent Allah Almighty through beloved Muhammadun Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he is only the one representing Allah Almighty, and he is the only one whom Allah Almighty blessing him to be the Imam of all children of Adam. And for this he say, I am the Lord of children of Adam alayhi salam and no crowd. Like this, these secrets in the Holy Quran, these ayat, under the ayat I am giving you now, not from the explanation. And plenty of the ulama doesn't accept, plenty of ulama accept, plenty of ulama doesn't accept. According everyone how much he has ability, how much he responds, how much he will be, Allah giving him power to accept or not to accept. But at last all of them, they will be saved, and Shafa'ah of Rasulullah will cover all of them. Because when it will be day of judgment, everyone will see everything clear. Even when he is passing away from this life, everything will be, all veils will be taken, and he will be seeing everything clearly. Then he will be biting his finger and saying, if I take the way of and be with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was better for me instead to take this or that a friend to me and to be with them. They make me to miss zikrullah. يوم يعض الظالم على يديه يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا يا ليتني لم اتخذ فلانا خليلا لقد أضلني عن الذكر. And for this, Allah Almighty making the awliya not to look at the bad intention of the people, not to look at the badness of mankind, but only to serve them according everyone what his rank and by what he promised Allah Almighty in the day of promises. According to this, they look and they serve. They look and they serve. They don't look at our physical body. Even they see our physical body very badly doing, and all against the will of Allah Almighty doing, even though they don't care. They look everyone by what he promised Allah Almighty, which is the rank of him in the divinely presence of Allah Almighty, and they serve him according to this in the 24 hours. Until they will perfecting all, cleaning all twice in the 24 hours, they present them to Rasulullah. Rasulullah will make shafa'ah and we present them to the divinely presence of Allah Almighty, all perfect ones, clean ones. And like this, Allah Almighty make the awliya, the work of awliya. And no one knows, because all they are hidden. All Allah hiding all the awliya, Rasulullah hiding all the awliya. Go search from east to west, north to south, find an awliya. You find only whom they are barking, claiming, we are awliya. And this, how much you will claim you are awliya, and Allah saying you are not an awliya. Even all people say you are awliya, and Allah saying you are not awliya. Can be awliya. Can. And of all people that you are, say for one, for example, that he is curse on him, he is a rubbish, he is like this, and Allah says no, he's a big awliya to me. He's a kutub. Then, as Allah saying, all malaika, all awliya, they will be accepting and full following, because he perhaps he is the one also the Imam of all awliya, presenting all awliya to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who knows the maqams of the awliya? No one knows their maqams, even themselves they don't know. Only Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the sealed of awliya, from whom the lights of wilayah come to them, as the sealed of prophet, the seal of awliya. The seal of awliya knows, and then every awliya doesn't know what the maqam of the other awliya, even they are in the same the one of Rasulullah, but no one knows the maqam of the other, but they know in which ranks he put his murid, in which heaven he make them to ascend. He knows the power of that awliya, but never will reach to know his maqam, because Allah Almighty doesn't discover even this veil for awliya to know in everyone in which rank Allah put him, because every لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ, yet you are going to ascend from one heaven to another. For every heaven there is awliya of that heavens, and so every awliya ascending over the heavens of the other awliya, no more this awliya knows to which level they are this one, until they reach to the highest level of where the heaven of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and there the heaven of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Ali and Sahaba, they stop there. No more anyone to know above except Allah Almighty. May Allah forgive us and mercy us, and Allah cloud us with awliyaullah, and make us to be always in serving the nation of Rasulullah, serving Allah Almighty, serving Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to be well forgotten, no one to know about us, and to be always as if one in the past, not anymore to be remembered. Like this, only to serve the Ummah of Rasulullah, nation of Rasulullah, and to serve Allah Almighty. How much we can serve the nation to be upgraded in the divinely presence of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah, we try our best, and Rasulullah will continue, and Allah Almighty will continue to perfect us and to perfect everyone. Allah to cloud and us with awliyaullah. Allah, 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 Aziz, Allah, 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 Kareem, Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan, Allah, Ya Rasul. on, O Allah Almighty. And we are weak as servants. O Allah Almighty, forgive us, bless us by sincerity, by humbleness, by be crowded with all whom beloved to you, with beloved Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to be beloved to you, beloved to Rasulullah, address love, and to be for us, you Allah Almighty, be beloved to us, and Rasulullah beloved to us, and Service of Awliyah, Sultan of Awliya, and all Awliya Allah to be beloved, and Ahlul Bayt al-Nabi and Sahaba be beloved to us, and all prophets and Islam to be beloved to us, and make us reach time of Sayyidina Mahdi alayhi salam, and to be beloved to us. بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتح. They say Abdul Qadir, Jilani, they say this Awliya, that Awliya. Who knows about this big Awliya? Never making anyone to know anything about that. All people, وَمَنْ كَانَ فِي هَذِهِ أَعْمَى فَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ أَعْمَى. All these common people, all of us, we are here blind, and if we keep this blindness, we are going to be worse than a blind in day of judgment. So better for us at least to show our faith and belief in Awliyaullah, and to respect them, and not to differentiate between them, but to keep good adab with all and good behavior, then we'll be crowded with them. Never one knows the maqam of an awliya. Tomorrow we have work, it is a work day, and all of you sleepy early morning, wake up now, it is midnight now?
10 to 12.
10 to 12, until we reach home, it will be midnight. إلى شرف النبي سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وسلم. The problem, the one who sit with me, I talk and talk, never the station stop. You will sleep and wake up, and I'm not stopping yet. I stop it for the sake Sabri and Abdul Hafiz, they are sleeping, they have work tomorrow. So for this, Mawlana say Allah, enough, send them home. Fatiha. You want to sleep? Thank you very much. Give me my stage. Inshallah. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد